Welcome to BPTV. Today we're here doing the Fall Play Featurette. I'm co-hosting. My name's Andy Amrine.
Amy Taylor.
All right, Amy, thank you. Thank you for joining us this year at the
Thank
Fall
you
Play.
so much for having me.
So this is always a fun event. We always love getting a preview.
I understand it's an original work by Miss Courtney Williams,
Yep.
and it is called The Last Christmas Radio Show.
So stay tuned. We're going to be interviewing Courtney. We're going to be interviewing the students, and we're going to see what the show is all about. So you come out and watch it.
So excited.
Miss Courtney Williams, another great performance coming up here. What can you tell us about this year's play?
This year's play is set in 1953, and it is set in Pittsburgh in a small radio station. And what's happening is it's right at that period between when radio dramas were ending and television was beginning. And so this is one of the last radio stations that are doing radio dramas, and now they have a new owner that wants to move things into just music. And so they're not too sure, will they be able to have their last Christmas radio show, which is the show that they all look forward to all year.
On December 23rd, WFAM will no longer broadcast radio dramas, and it will be a news and music station.
Now, this is another play that you wrote. And what got you the idea? How did you come up with the idea for this play?
Actually, the idea for this play came from my theater arts class. Last year I had my
wonderful.
theater arts students, they were doing radio plays. And I just thought how excited they were, and they were like looking up all these sounds. And I thought, wow, how cool it would be that if we made the sounds on stage and to have this idea about radio dramas. And so I started thinking about the idea right around last January.
So it's that long, that much work writing, and then you had to block the whole show. It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication that you put into these fall plays.
It definitely is some time, and my husband was a huge help this year.
Oh, good.
There is actually a term in theater, it's called a dramaturg, and what a dramaturg does is they're a person who sometimes you bounce ideas off, or they
Okay.
help with plays, or they help with scripts, and he did all of that this year.
Wonderful.
So Mr. Williams, David didn't really realize that was what was
Yeah.
going to happen,
Does he
but
get a byline in the program?
he actually does.
Does he?
Yes.
Does he know it yet?
He does not,
Okay,
but when
good.
he
Well,
sees
don't
this,
watch it,
he
David.
will.
You will see that some individuals will have new roles. We're going to need an additional disc jockey, soundboard operator, among other things.
Chris, how about introducing yourself to the Bethel Park community?
My name's Christopher Plummer. I am the tech director here at Bethel Park now. I'm new this year. I came from St. Vincent College, and I am going to be here working with the kids on the sets for the play and musical and all the other activities in the theater.
Well, welcome to Bethel Park.
Thank you.
So, fall play, meeting Miss Courtney Williams, and is this your first performance that you're doing since you started here?
Yes, yeah, this
Okay.
is my first big event. I've had some small things for the school, but
So,
Yeah.
what do you think of the fall play so far?
I like it. I really like that you have a teacher that writes the plays instead of going out and getting a stock play from somewhere. I think that makes it very unique and fun for the kids especially.
It's very different. She writes it, she blocks it, she does the whole thing. So, a performance like this in an auditorium, if you're coming from St. Vincent, how do you like our auditorium and the sound and lighting? And
It's incredible here. It is way more as far as the technology, the lighting, the space, the flies, all stuff I've not had in the past.
Right,
To
and
work with
working with the students and
They're-
teaching them and helping
yeah,
them.
they're
and-
wonderful. That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
Is seeing how much they love to do it.
They
And-
want to be involved. They're
Right.
running the lights and the
Right.
sound and everything else on it.
and
so.
just passing that love for the theater off to them and the tech and all the magic that we do behind the scenes.
Bethel Park, we have Maggie Pivots, and you are the student director. Welcome. What does the student director do?
Well, I'm mostly working in the costume department right now, but I've also worked on the bios that go out in the hallway cabinets.
You work on the costumes in the back? Mm-hmm. What exactly do you do with the costumes? Fit them?
Fit them, make sure that everything's in order in the right spot. I help assist our costume director.
Do you sew?
Yes, only when necessary.
Do you want to give a shout out to the costume director, who they are?
Miss Hastings.
Miss Hastings. Thank you, Miss Hastings. So you juggle a lot of hats.
Yeah.
You wear a lot of hats. What's your most fulfilling part of working with the fall play?
I really love meeting the people and being able to help them out just in any way possible. It's a really great experience, and they're a really great cast.
We're here with the assistant stage crew manager, and if you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what it is that you do with the fall play production.
I'm Jacqueline Mejia. I'm the president of Stage Crew, and I'm assistant manager.
And what is it that you do?
We manage everything backstage. We help cue people who bring up and on stage.
And you organize the props as well?
Yes.
And this is not your first production, correct?
No.
How many productions have you done?
I've done the musical Cinderella and fall play You Can't Take It With You.
And what is it you love most about the theater?
It's pretty fun. The people are fun. I like organizing it, designing, just connecting with people.
Hello and welcome, Margaret. I understand that you are the head props master here as well as part of the production. Tell us your name and a little bit about what it is you do.
I am Margaret Matea. I'm 18, and in the play, I have a role as Annie, Billy's secretary. And in Stage Crew, I am the props master, which means I organize the props backstage and hand them to people when they're off stage, when they need to go on stage.
Very nice. Find it rewarding working with the theater? What's your favorite part?
Just being there in general. Honestly, being backstage in the stage crew bit is much more fun than being on stage.
Really?
You get to design everything backstage, see how everything goes down, and everyone in stage crew is just a lot of fun.
And how do you find multitasking all these different roles with the fall play?
Very busy.
Yeah,
But I love juggling things like that, and it gives me a sense of accomplishment when I finally have some free time and just muse over everything.
Maybe we could play Christmas music all day on Christmas Day.
An entire day of Christmas music. No one would ever want to listen to that.
You got a lot of students. It's one of the things I like about your fall play is everybody wants to be in it, is part of it. So you got how many students you have this year between performances and stage crew? You got a
This
lot.
year we have 25 kids in the
Wow.
cast.
Okay.
So I'm so excited. I like to do ensemble casts just because they're fun, but also because I like to involve as many students as possible. And so I'm so glad that so many kids want to come out and be a part of the fall play family, as the fall play kids call it. And I've said before, that's my favorite thing, is that when they call themselves a family, that means so much to me, that they're getting so much out of the experience.
And I'm assuming, and I'm sure that you got a lot of your sophomores, juniors that came back to you again this year
I
to always
do
like
have
being
some
in
new.
it.
Well, actually, we have a lot of new students this year.
Wonderful.
And we even have some students who are seniors who are just joining the cast
For the first time. That's
so
nice.
it's nice to have new members, to have some members who've been with us for a while. But really, this is the largest group of new members that we've ever had with Fall Play.
What did you say the other night?
I think that it is time for us to go to New York City and audition for roles on television.
Vivian, I don't know if this is the right time to leave the station.
Look at Eddie. He took a chance, and now he's writing for Search for Tomorrow.
We're here with the Dylan Fennell. Welcome, Dylan.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your role and what it is that you do?
I play Jack, so I'm one of the lead voice actors at the WFAM station. And on top of that, I'm having like some conflict with what I want to do with my future and with my girlfriend.
In the play or in real life?
In the play.
In the play.
In the play.
And you mentioned that you're a voice actor. Tell the people at home exactly what that means.
So they give me a script. It's kind of like meta in a sense, because they give me a script and I read off as the character while I get a script and read off as a character in the show itself. Since it takes place at the radio station, you get to watch us read our lines to the audience and imagine what it would be like to listen on a radio.
My dear, that is why Gus Gumshoe, Private Eye, is here to solve the case.
I think a lot of our scripts are good banter, especially with Madden, that's Leonard, and then with Aaliyah, that's Vivian.
And you want to stay or you want to go?
I don't know. You know, I love the simplicity of just staying where I am, and my girlfriend wants to go to New York and audition for television. I'm just not sure where I want to go.
And this is not your first fall play, correct?
This is my Well, there was a little bit of like a spring play, but
Right,
this
right,
is
right.
like
The Charlie Brown.
this is my fourth fall play, if we count that one.
So you are indeed a senior.
Yes, I am a senior.
Best of luck to you this year.
Thank you.
We are here with Aaliyah Taylor, and Aaliyah plays the role of Vivian. Can you tell us a little bit about who Vivian is on stage?
Vivian is a very selfish sort of character. She's very much all about herself and looking out for her future.
Okay.
She has a desire to go to New York City because she wants to start a career in television instead of on the radio.
So she wants to escape her boyfriend?
No, she wants him to come with him.
Oh, try to talk him into it.
Yes.
What's your favorite part of working with this cast?
They're all so friendly, and you really get to develop relationships with these people because you're with them all the time.
And this is not your first fall play?
No, this is my third.
Third. And what other productions have you been a part of?
I've been a part of A Charlie Brown Christmas, which was a spring play, and then You Can't Take It With You.
And this will be your third, in addition to the musicals?
Yes.
Yes. But these guys have been with you through thick and thin, right?
Yes.
Favorite part of working with the theater?
I like to see it all come together in the end from the beginning.
Any lasting thoughts you want to share with the audience?
Definitely come see the show. It's really funny, and it'll be a good time.
You were in a national music tour? How come you're not working in theater now?
I was in a tour of Oklahoma, but I was only a member of the chorus, and I was only a part of it as far as Philadelphia.
We're here with Kat Chenna, and I understand you play Lizzie in the play.
Yes, I do.
Who is Lizzie?
Lizzie is the ex-girlfriend of Jack, and they separated after high school when Jack was drafted in the war. And after that, Lizzie went on a tour of Oklahoma and lived in Philadelphia for a while. And now she felt like it was time to come home to Pittsburgh, and so she found a job at the station, where it just so happens her ex-boyfriend is here too.
Uh-oh, and chaos ensues, hijinks happen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So how do you two know each other?
We went to high school together.
Jack and Lizzie were the stars of all our high school's plays and musicals.
Frank exaggerates. I had some big parts, but Lizzie was the real talent.
Jack's being modest. He had the lead in every production from our freshman year through our senior year of high school.
What year are you?
I'm a senior.
Senior.
Yeah.
Your big debut.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for all that you do, and break a leg.
Thank you.
By the way, Billy, who was that woman in the evening dress who stopped by the station last night?
That was Evelyn Fullerton, Simon Fullerton's niece, and WFAM's new owner.
We're here with Andrew Williams. Andrew, what role do you play, and tell us a little bit about your character?
I play Mr. William Urquhart. I'm sort of the, the patriarch of the WFAM family. It's not a terribly functional family at that. It's a fun role. I quite like it.
What draws you here?
What draws me here? It's a man called Dylan Fennell. But
Oh, he's great. He's
I
great,
know.
yeah.
He's my favorite character, just in real life. But no, I really like that it is, as corny as it's about to sound, it is a family. It's a warm, fuzzy feeling to come here and perform and have fun with people I like. So yeah.
And last fall, you played a grandpa.
I did.
So you're given older roles because of that deep voice of yours.
I feel I've been typecast.
You have. And you are a delight to watch up there on the stage, and
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to see you in the fall play.
Awesome.
What year are you?
I was about to say junior. I'm a senior this year.
Senior. So your final fall production.
Yes, it is.
Break a leg.
Thank you.
The only reason we've been hobbling along the last 2 years is that Simon Fullerton loved listening to radio dramas more than he loved making money.
Good evening. Good morning, Mr. Urquhart. I told you I'd be back.
We're here with Grace Skalniak. Hi, Grace. Welcome.
Hi, Miss Taylor.
Hi, sweetheart. Can you tell us a little bit about what your role is and about your role?
I play Evelyn Fullerton.
And who is she?
She is basically the villain of the show. She's the new owner of the station, and her uncle loved the station more than he loved making money, but she loves making money and is not very fond of the station and the family atmosphere. She just wants it to make money, so she wants it to stop broadcasting radio dramas before Christmas. And the problem is they have a Last Christmas radio show they're trying to perform, and they have to get through her if they want to perform it.
And I understand that Miss Courtney Williams, writes a lot of the plays for the students, correct?
Yeah.
So how did you get to be the villain? Are you villainous in real life?
I don't think
I don't think so either.
But I think that
It's a juicy role, right?
Well, it said overly dramatic, and that's the kind of characters I like to play, the funny ones. Although, actually, this character is a pretty serious threat.
And this is not your first fall play, correct?
Nope.
How many?
Well, one actually in the fall, which was last year, You Can't Take It With You, where I played the Russian dance teacher Kolenkov.
And you were fabulous.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Your accent
Thank
was
you
perfection.
very much. And I also did the fall play when it was the spring play of A Charlie Brown Christmas, where I played Frida with the naturally curly hair.
And what do you love most about this production?
I love the play. I think it's really wonderfully written.
And I hope everybody
very
comes
funny.
out and sees it.
And I hope everyone comes out and sees it too.
You're a junior?
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
We're here with Madden Konopka, and you play Leonard.
Leonard.
And who is Leonard?
Leonard is a voice actor for WFAM.
And can you tell us a little bit about Leonard's character?
Leonard is a very eccentric, he's very creative, artistic. He plays a bunch of different characters for WFAM's radio dramas.
Mrs. Fletcher is the only member of the dinner party who is a highly trained spy, who recognized the butler as a double agent who could expose her nefarious scheme.
So you do different voice acting
Yes.
through that. Oh, that's going to be fun to watch on stage. Is it fun to perform that up there?
Yes, I use a lot of different voices.
Why do you not trust your senses?
Because I think a little thing is affecting them. You may be an undigested bit of beef.
We're here with Tristan Shea, and I understand that you play Frank.
Yes,
Who
I
is
do.
Frank?
Frank is the best friend to Dylan's character, Jack. He went to high school with Jack and Lizzie together. Currently he's the station's scriptwriter.
And what kind of a role is that? Is it a comedic role, a dramatic role?
A lot of my dialogue is usually between Jack and me and Jack. What Frank often does is usually talking Jack, just trying to talk some sense into Jack. A lot of his dialogue between those two is just him trying to convince Jack to go to New York and telling him like the station, we've outgrown this, like radio drama is dying and we need to get into television acting.
So you're the sensible one up there on the stage.
Yeah, kind of.
Are you the sensible one when you're not on stage?
No,
Not at
no,
all.
no.
So we're not typecast on that.
Nope, definitely not in that part.
How's it working with this bunch of characters up here?
Always very fun.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the people out there, and it's a lot of fun, and everyone's really nice.
We're here with Megan DeHaven, and you play Donna. Who is Donna?
Donna is a voice actor at WFAM.
Tell me a little bit about the character. Who is she, and what does she do up there on stage?
She's kind, she's funny.
Like yourself? Kind and
Thank
funny?
you. She says the lines for the stories that they tell at the station.
And you enjoy playing her?
I do enjoy playing her.
You enjoy being a part of this cast?
I do.
What's your favorite part?
I think my favorite part is all of the friends that I've made, because this was an unexpected experience for me. I did not plan to do fall play.
Oh, really? Why so?
Actually, I was talked into it by a couple of my castmates, like Dylan Fennell and Aaliyah Taylor, and I'm glad that they talked me into it because I met some of my best friends here.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. We're here with Peyton Michaels, and you play Betty.
Yeah.
Who is Betty?
She's a voice actress for WFAM who loves her job and her fellow crewmates that do the shows with her.
And what can you tell us about this production? What can the people at home expect?
A lot of drama.
A lot of drama.
A lot of drama. It's very stressful too because you don't know if we're gonna get to do our final broadcast or not.
I would have gotten away with it if it was not for that meddling detective.
We're here with Emily Smith. Fabulous sweater, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Love it so much. Well, who is your character up there on stage, and tell us a little bit about them?
My character is Jessie, and she plays as one of the trio girls. That includes Betta, Donnie, and Jessie, and me being Jessie. And Jessie, I'd say Jessie is more of the more soft-spoken and more just nicer, I guess, compared to Betty and Donna, because they tend to be more out there, and Jessie is more of just she's just more
Feet on the
soft.
ground.
Yeah, she's more soft.
So when you say the trio, does that mean that the three of you do a little harmony number of singing, or just the three amigos up there on
just
stage?
the three amigos up there.
Three buddies.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And can you tell us a little bit about the fall play?
Well, the fall play it is about the 1950s radio station called WFAM, and it takes place in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
And it's a little bit of a sad story. It's about the end of the radio era, but they ended off with a good note.
Oh, don't reveal the ending.
I won't, but
Wait
I will
and
say
yes,
it does have a good ending.
It has a good ending, Bethel
It
Park.
does.
We're here with Samara Rowe, or should I say Lou? Who is Lou?
Lou is the advertiser for the station WFAM, for the radio station that we're doing for this show. I'm pretty excited for it too.
And what does the advertiser do?
Make sure that we have people listening in to our radio station, and we have lots of customers or listeners, really, like anyone, to listen into our station show.
Is it a fun role?
Yes, it is.
Is it a fun cast to work with?
Oh my God, I love them. They're just so fun. Everyone's so crazy, and just, I love them.
Yes, but our sponsors who pay for advertising would prefer that the audience who hears the shows know that their businesses are located in Pittsburgh.
We're here with Charlene Giggy. Tell us about your character. Who do you play?
I play Georgie. It was originally George, but we changed it to Georgie to make it more feminine. So I am WFAM's accountant, and basically I manage money for the whole radio place. So I'm just a character who's all about money and always telling Billy to always be careful about what you do and what you do with the station and things. I'm in the beginning a lot, and I have 20 lines actually, which I was very excited about.
Well, I'm sure that you're wonderful up there on the stage, and we can't wait to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's hope that she inherited her uncle's love of radio dramas as well.
Well, again, great show, everyone. Happy Halloween.
We're here with Nina Lane. And Nina, what grade are you?
I'm in 9th grade.
9th grade, so you're a freshman just starting off.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your character. Who do you play?
I'm Sam. I'm a news reporter. I'm mostly in the sound booth, but, you know.
And I noticed that you're wearing fancy shoes. Hold up those shoes for everybody. Now, what's those shoes about? These dancing shoes.
These are my character shoes. I'm trying to break them in so my feet don't hurt during the actual performance.
You dance up there, or it's just for on the stage?
It's just for on the stage. Everyone is going to be wearing character shoes.
Bethel Park, we're here with Sophia Bronner. And Sophia, what grade are you?
I'm in 10th grade.
10th grade. And can you tell us a little bit about your character? Who do you play?
I play Max. She's one of the sound effects artists at WFAM, and she gets to do a lot of live sounds on stage, which is really cool to do. Yeah.
And what's your favorite part of the production?
My favorite part of the production is, I think the story. I think the story has a really good message, and I think it's something that families can really enjoy, not just kids in general.
So anybody could come to this production, right?
Anybody, yes.
And Miss Williams did a great job in writing it, directing it, producing
Definitely.
it. She's
Yes.
okay. She's a good egg.
She's good, yes.
And you encourage everybody to come out and see it?
I do, yes.
You heard it here, Bethel Park.
We'll just throw everything
We're here with Rylan Salento, and you are the third of the trio, correct?
Yeah.
Tell us about who the trio is and who you are.
The trio's Joe, Alex, and Max, and I'm I'm Alex, sorry. And I'm like the more sarcastic friend of the trio.
Is that who you are?
Yes.
You're sarcastic.
Yes, and it's very fun to be so.
Yeah? Okay. And what is it that you do up there on stage?
I do sound effects, like live sound effects.
You literally do the sound effects, or you pretend to do the sound effects?
We actually get to do them.
Really? So there's like, kind of like goofy sounds going on?
Yeah.
So the audience gets to hear them?
Yeah, and it's really fun.
That's really cool. I want your role up there on the stage. We're here with Michaela Gratton. And who do you play up there on the stage?
I play Miss Dubois.
Who is Miss Dubois? Sounds fancy.
She's Evelyn Fullerton's stylist. And let's just say she's as fancy as she sounds.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun role to play.
She's very overdramatic. It's very fun to play whenever you get to finally let loose and be overdramatic.
Bethel Park, we're here with Maggie Babiak. And can you tell us about the character that you play on stage?
I play Burns. I'm Evelyn's accountant. I don't really show a lot of emotion. I don't really like anyone.
According to audience ratings and advertising revenue figures, this WFAM is losing money in its current format. It is not financially feasible for WFAM to continue its radio drama format.
That sounds cold. You don't
Yeah,
like anybody
no,
and there's no
I
emotion.
don't. Nope,
You're like a
no
Scrooge-like character.
Yeah, almost. I talk a little bit. but I usually just kind of assess the situation. I'm more of a listener than a getting involved.
We're here with Haley Esselman. And what character do you play?
I play Marlo, one of Evelyn's attendants.
And what kind of a role is that?
It's a secretary role, so I follow her around and write everything she says down.
Is it a fun role?
Yeah, it's
Do you
fun.
like playing it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you love most about working with this cast?
Probably just how friendly everybody is, and it's just a lot of like nice energy.
We're here with McKenna Miller. Hi, McKenna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. What role do you play in this fall play production?
I play Bigsley, Evelyn's chauffeur.
And what do you love most about the theater?
I don't know. I like being able to be someone else.
Mhm.
You know.
Are you a junior or a senior?
Senior.
So you like stepping in their shoes and becoming another character?
Yeah.
We're here with Ariana Grippa. And Ariana, what role do you play?
Bentworth the maid. I'm practically a servant.
Are
of
you
Miss
really?
Fullerton.
Oh my goodness. So you're serving up there on stage?
Yes.
Is it a fun role to play?
Yeah.
We're here with James Sipe. And hi, James. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
How are
What
you?
role do you play?
I play Eddie.
Who is Eddie? Tell us a little bit about your character.
Eddie is a previous writer that leaves WFAN just before the show starts.
Why? Why are you leaving?
I leave to write for television shows.
Oh, you're moving on up in the world, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And do you circle back?
I do visit the station, but I don't come back to work at the
Okay,
station.
you come back to visit. Is it a fun role to play?
Yeah, I mean, it's a smaller part, but it is fun to be on stage for my moment to shine.
And we look forward to seeing that moment.
So, Courtney, there's always a lot of support with the community and the school. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that you'd like to thank with helping put this together for you.
Yes. First, I'd like to thank Dr. Walsh, the superintendent, and of course, Mr. Bolani, the head principal here at Bethel Park High School, and our principal staff here. They're tremendous. They are so supportive of us here at the Fall Play. I would also like to thank Mr. Amrine and Evie Hardware for
You're
all that
welcome.
you do to help us here at Fall Play.
We love the schools.
Mr. Dave Cable and VPTV for their support as well. Lorraine and Emily at South Park Theater who have provided our set for the play. Tremendous help from them. I would also like to thank Mrs. Anne-Marie Hastings, who is our costumer again this year, who supports us with
Big
her
job.
time and her talent.
Big
Very
job.
big job. Very big job. And Mr. Christopher Plummer, who is our new auditorium director and stage crew sponsor. And I would like to give a little special thank you to, of course, my father, William Falls, and to my husband, David Williams, who support through all of this.
You put your heart and soul into this one, so
Well,
you
I'm-
always do.
I'm lucky to have such great students. And of course, I'd like to thank the community and the parents who provide the rides for their students, and the community who support our kids. Our kids here at Bethel Park High School, they do tremendous things. And I think it's really special for you to come and see what high school students can produce and create, both in our cast and in our stage crew. So I would certainly ask that you come out and see the Last Christmas radio show, which will be performed on November 10th through the 12th. That's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 o'clock p.m. here in the Bethel Park Auditorium. Tickets are $5 and they are available at the door.
I'll be here Friday night. Mary and I are going to be here. Never missed them. Not going to start this year. So
Thank you
we
for
very
your
much are looking forward to it. And you do an amazing job for the school district and for these kids. So congratulations on another play.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for your support.
Amy, what did you think? Fall play featurette title is?
The title is The Last Christmas Radio Show.
Absolutely. It's something you don't want to miss. What did you think of the actors?
I thought the actors and actresses were absolutely amazing, super talented. It's fun for all ages. Bethel Park, come on out. It's going to be November 10th through the 12th, and it's fun for everybody.
It is. And
Yes.
just think of the skill of the stage crew, the lighting, the makeup artist, and of course the director and writer, Miss Courtney Williams. Nobody should miss this. So please come out, look at the feature event. Come on out to Bethel Park High School.
Last Christmas Radio Show. Be there.
Evelyn Fullerton would like to change the format of the radio station to an all-music and news format.
What about all of our shows?
WFAN will be discontinuing all of its radio dramas.